Happening today, the Outsiders House Museum is dedicating an historical movie location plaque on the Admiral Twin Drive-In's original concession stand. It's one of the local spots seen in the film The Outsiders. Here to talk with us about the dedication is the museum's executive director, Danny Boy O'Connor. Danny, as always, thanks so much for being with us.
Good morning. Great to be here.
This is cool. This is another awesome thing that you're doing. Refresh people's memories about the scene in the movie that is so iconic at the Admiral Twin.
It's an incredible scene. It's the first place that I ever found for myself. It was the easy spot to come to Tulsa, and that the drive-in from the movie is still up. Coming from LA, we don't have drive-ins anymore. That's an old idea. So I was able to find that in 2009, sneak under the fence like they did in the movie, and then see the actual concession stand from the movie, which is still intact. They don't use it anymore. Many people may know that the screen burned down a few years later, but they've rebuilt it. And tonight they're showing not only The Outsiders, the 40th anniversary edition, they're showing Rumblefish, which is coming up on its 40th anniversary as well. The gates open at 6 p.m. We'll be installing a historic plaque at the location of the concession stand at 7, and then the movies begin at dusk, so 8:15. It's an incredible thing. Should be honored. Should people come from all over the place to see the Outsiders House Museum? And then the next question is, where are the other locations? So we always send them to the Admiral Twin, Circle Cinema, the DX out in Sperry, etc. So it's an incredible honor for us to honor those locations.
And talk about that a little bit, because you've done a few of these plaque dedications for both The Outsiders and Rumblefish. And they're kind of like little Easter eggs around town.
Yeah, and for me, it makes it easier so that I don't have to take everybody around town every time they get here, which is fun to do, but after a while it gets old. And so we were able to put plaques. We got plaques on at Hodges Bend. There's 2 Rumblefish plaques. 5th and Main, there's another Rumblefish plaque. The first Outsiders one went to the Circle Cinema, and this will be the second Outsiders one. But now we're looking to do plaques out in Sapulpa. There's a lot of Rumblefish and 1 Outsiders location, and Sperry at the DX. So yeah, it's one of those things. You come to town, you want to know where they are, you can find them on our website or find them on our Facebook pages, and then go see them and take a photo like you see here with me, you know, cheesing up for the photo. For me, it was just one of those things. It was an obvious, like, I love location hunting, coming to Tulsa to realize that a lot of these locations were still intact, but you can't say that about a lot of cities. Things have been, you know, redeveloped so much that they've lost their history. Tulsa does a good job of preserving it, and I just want to make sure that we honor it and that it continue to shine for years to come. So.
And you know, I mean, it's really, aside from the fact that it's just cool to see these plaques, but I mean, why is it so important to do this in terms of keeping people's minds on what's happened here and the history of
I mean, the history is one part, but then the inspirations for other, you know, kids coming nowadays up wanting to do this. They see TV shows, hit TV shows like Reservation Dogs. They see John Schwab movies, like 8 movies in a row in Tulsa, and 20 other things that I'm probably, you know, not aware of. But Tulsa's becoming, you know, it's Oakeywood at this point. People are writing, directing, acting. The music scene's going on. So I hope that these plaques let people know that, you know, at one point it was a 15-and-a-half-year-old girl who flunked English and D+ in creative writing, S.C. Hinton, who wrote the book The Outsiders. These things turned into movies, Tex, Rumblefish, The Outsiders. That was Then, This Is Now. And then there was kind of a noticeable pause. Nothing happened. But this is today, and today is a new day. And kids don't have to go to Hollywood or New York to make it big. They can start from scratch and do something. And I feel like these plaques are kind of like proof that it was done in the past, and then there was like a noticeable absence of any of that kind of, you know, it wasn't being massaged and finessed nowadays with the Tulsa film and music and the church studios.
There's an effort, a real effort.
And there's a real effort to put the spotlight on this. So this is a way to, you know, anchor it to the past, but let people know. And I see it all around. I mean, your kid as well. It's like people acting and all of that stuff, and producing and writing is definitely, it's always been possible here, and it's more possible now than ever because all eyes are on us as far as, you know, a community of creatives. And so hopefully that, you know, is just a little more proof positive that it is possible. And yeah.
And once again, the details tonight, the event coming up, we've got the plaque unveiling, we've got the movies as well.
Yeah. The movies, they're both, I think, on either screen. One is Rumblefish and one is The Outsiders. I'm not sure which one I'm going to see today. I've seen them both, as you can imagine.
A few times.
Looking forward to it. And the weather's great. Come on out and see us. And thanks again, Ron. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. As always, thanks so much for coming in. Again, that dedication is tonight at Admiral Twin.